Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. I'll tell you something. We are at a turning point, or maybe the fork in the road, or maybe we've already made the turn, gone down the fork, and we've passed the point of no return. The silliness that's going on in this country, in the absence of common sense, it's just crazy. I mean, we got Bruce, aka Caitlyn Jenner, saying he's a woman. We got bathrooms in California where little boys, little girls, if a little boy thinks he's a little girl, he can go in the girl's bathroom. A ditto for the gyms. But then we got this woman who claims that she was black, but her parents say she's white. We got these people who are doing this transgender stuff, like Bruce Jenner, or Caitlyn Jenner, whatever. But you see, here's the problem. On the one hand, it's okay for Bruce or Caitlyn to say that she's now a woman, even though she's got man parts, and her genetics, her chromosomes say she's male. But this other woman, for whatever reason, who claims she's black, people are saying, you can't do that. Now, I know I'm not the only person who thinks about these things, because I even heard Rush Limbaugh talk about it. Because on the one hand, you see, there's no logic, there's no common sense. Because if you can say you're a woman, and it's okay to state that you're a woman, even though your chromosomes say you're a man, and people applaud you for this, but if you say you're black when your chromosomes and DNA say you're white, you get downed on and dissed? I mean, am I the only... No, I'm not the only person that sees this hypocrisy. You see, this is what happens when common sense flies out the window. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. Not to mention how much bandwidth is taken up on this silliness. We got real problems in this country. We got people who need to work because they can't afford to live without working. Now we've got a problem at our border where it's porous. We got these people coming in the country illegally. But it seems like the media would rather spend more attention on these stories that are just basically people trying to get their 15 minutes or 15 seconds of fame. I mean, they're talking about, you know, maybe those Wheaties boxes with Bruce Jenner are now going to go up in value because now he's Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, this stuff is just crazy. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. And our politicians just fall into it. They spend time talking about it. You know, they'll get into things like sports. I mean, what's more important to the country? Whether or not somebody deflated a football or thawed out a hockey puck or, you know, overinflated a tire or lowered their suspension? Do we really need Senate investigations on stuff like that? You know, why not hold hearings on what these, you know, big corporations are doing to the environment and the country? But hold real hearings, not these fake hearings. You know, do something that matters. Do something that really matters to the environment, to the country, to our individual freedom. But no. No, we'll focus on whether or not it's okay for two people of the same sex to say that they want to get married. You know, that seems to be more important. I mean, what we're going to do is, see, we're basically redefining. We're taking the dictionary, we're throwing it, we're starting off with a brand new dictionary. Basically, we're saying what was normal is now the weird, and what was weird is now the normal. I mean, Orwell spoke of this in 1984, and there's also a book called Doublespeak. I mean, where white is black, and up is down, and in is out. I mean, everything is what it's not. And it just flies in the face of common sense. And the problem is that, you know, anybody's been around the sun, you know, somewhere 40, 50 times, they're not going to buy this, but it's these young kids, the ones that haven't even made 20 or 30 laps around the sun, that are susceptible to this nonsense. And everybody's worrying, well, you can't say that even though it's the truth, it might hurt my feelings. So that's hate speech. I mean, there's just certain facts of life, facts of nature. There's going to be winners and losers. It's just that simple. You know, the fastest is going to win. The fastest is going to stay alive. The slow's going to get eaten. Is it fair? No, it's just the way it is. It's not about fair. But to try and turn things around and penalize those who are fast to make them slow, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there was a point in time when everything was to be better as an individual, to learn more, earn more, get more skills. But now it's just like, no, you don't have to do that. You know, the government will take away from these and give to these others. This Robin Hood mentality has got to go. It just does. You know it. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. I know I'm preaching to the choir here. But just the absurdity that's going on in the year 2015, it's idiocracy come to life. I mean, there's just no other way to explain it. And if you haven't seen that movie, you've got to see that movie. So anyway, my fellow Americans, it's time to wake up and see the idiocracy for what it is.